What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Carmen. I'm back with another video, and today we're reacting to some why addiction creates success. Me personally, I don't think addiction creates success. I think addiction will just spiral down into just you being lazy and actually decreasing your success in life. But I'm curious to see what he says on it. So let's just jump right to it.
Be honest, you've probably tried to quit pornography, watched a bunch of videos, failed, and then tried to convince yourself that, never mind, let's distract myself. While in the back of your head knowing that you should quit pornography. Well, you're right. It is not as...
Don't watch that stuff. That is bad for your brain, and it leads to unexpected expectations when it is time for you to do the do. But wait till marriage, guys.
Important as you think. Ignore all the studies because it is not the true bottleneck preventing you from achieving your goals, good grade, girlfriend. Instead, confront the real truth. It is a skill deficiency. You are not good enough, and two things can exist. You can succeed and equally be addicted to cocaine, alcohol, deadbeat dad. I am not promoting pornography, but a lot of influencers, creators make problems your priority only because that's the solution they can offer. Those videos are distractions because if it actually worked, there would be only one video. Just like how there would be only one book about happiness, but there has been infinite amounts of books discussing about how to become happy.
I get what he's saying, but it's like that. I feel like, okay, let's take for instance pornography. That will hinder you in certain ways. Like I said, it'll create unrealistic expectations. There's different books on the way to be happy because everybody's perception of happiness is different. So if you just hear my perception of happiness, that might not resonate with you as somebody else's perception of happiness, because you guys might have something more in common. If that makes sense. So you knowing about everything is about different perspectives. It's never good to just be one-sided in something. Always understand another person's perspective about whether you guys are arguing over something or whether you guys agree on something. It'll be easier if you guys agree on something, but they might look at it a different way that you've never even thought of, and that will open up your mind to other things that you could think about regarding that topic.
And there will be an infinite more coming out because there is actually not one solution. The only thing preventing you from accomplishing your goals is how much you genuinely want it. It is not resources, because
okay, now that is true. The only way that you'll be able to reach where you want to go is to want it. And they say dreams are accomplishments that have not been met yet. Or I might have just said that. I don't know if people said that, but it's something like that. But I think I just correlated those two. So give me credit.
Online exists. You can learn everything for free. Time is your enemy, and people think there is an infinite amount of opportunities, but think of a solution not in the cost of money or effort, but how much time it will cost you, and then you'll
that is true. I think what they say right now, we value money because we have so much time, but when you have a whole bunch of money, time becomes hard. So for example, right now I'm able to chill from, let's say 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. I go to work at 8 p.m. to 5 a.m. During that time, I have just free time to myself because I'm still chasing after the money. Whereas, say I'm booked and I'm busy. Now, I do have money. Say I have $1 million. I have a whole bunch of money or whatever. But I'm booked every single day of the hour. Now, time is more important to me than money. Now, I can't kind of do the things that I wanted to originally do back then when I didn't have as much money as I do now. You get what I'm saying? So as you gain more money, time become your priority, rather than if you don't have a lot of money, then money is your main priority.
You can't waste time picking useless battles. Quitting porn is good. It's great for you, but is that the thing holding you back from your goal? And truthfully, a lot of people do not know what they want to do with their life. And
That's
the
true.
biggest trap is, I want to become an influencer, a rapper. Only because there's so much social acclaim that people think the general idea is the right idea, and that's only true if you want to live a mediocre life.
To me, I believe, do whatever you want to do. I understand that it is harder to do it as you get older, because the older you get, the more responsibilities you have. But while you're young, just try new things. Try if you want to do boxing, do boxing. If you want to learn how to draw, learn how to draw. You have an infinite amount of time. There is no time structure on your achievements. There's no time structure. I know social media created a false narrative of, like, for me, what I see, I'm 22 years old, and I should be, according to social media, I should be having all these girls, having the nicest whips, throwing money, like, just doing crazy accomplishments that even that person that I'm looking at might not even be able to afford that type of stuff. Social media is fake, if you guys don't know that. Social media is fake. So just do whatever you want. Even at the age you are, if you're 40 and you want to become a potterer, I wouldn't say quit your job, use your job as a way to revenue your pottery business, but take time for yourself and learn how to do pottery. Like, and if you have kids, get them in on it too. Like, that's a fun activity. And always have somebody, if you have a wife, make sure that she supports you in your goal, whether it be a wife, a girlfriend, just somebody in your family. Make sure that you have a support, because if you don't have a support, it'll be hard for you to keep going. But if you have support, then it will be easier for you to keep going. And if somebody feels some type of way about what you want to do, F them. They're just mad because they can't do what you're doing. They can't do their dream because they're limited to what is in their mind.
To solutions will not solve your problems, because everything is dependent on you. How you learn is dependent on you, and that's something you have to figure out with the information given to you. You compile everything and make your own solution. This is your life, and the first step to figuring out what you want to do
and
is
nobody can live your life better than
you're
yourself.
Naturally good at. This is not an anime where effort and hard work will get you everything you want, because someone will put in the equal amount of effort and hard work, but they will be naturally physically better. In terms of sports, you cannot compete with other people who are more genetically gifted, and equally, they cannot compete with you when you are genetically better than them. Secondly, you have to analyze each market. Where is your current position? Do you have the resources to enter an endeavor? These rules will drastically change the amount of options you have available, and luckily there will be one that shines brighter than everything else. But here's the biggest problem: the mental game. It's, now that I know what I want to do, I'm not good enough for it, so I'm going to spend a majority of my time learning and learning and learning and learning. And there's the biggest trap people fall into.
There's nothing wrong with learning, but like, even in school, you learn, but you also take the test. You also put in initiative as you continue to grow. So if you're gonna learn something, learn but do, because while you're doing, you'll learn, and it will just, translate over, and you'll just get better and better and better and better and better as you're learning, as you're doing your craft over and over and over and over again.
But they feel like they've started because they're learning so much about the topic. But just because you learn something does not mean you're actually applying the information, meaning you actually have learned nothing. And while you're in this phase of learning, you're trying to prepare everything. This must be perfect. I must get all my habits in together. I must stop watching pornography. And
you don't have to be perfect in order to start. Like, when you start, some people like the real rawness. Some people don't want to see perfect this, perfect that. They see perfect every single day. Some people just want to see the real world interactions, real world situations, real world conversations. That's what we need. We need real world conversations, real authentic things, instead of all of these fake things that we're getting every single day.
A complete cycle of getting distracted by thinking you are learning. But here's the biggest truth: action is the greatest way to learn. And spoiler alert, that one thing you decided to do will slowly evolve into something you could have never even imagined. Because when you're learning, it's all about theoreticals, but once you're actually putting things into action, you realize, okay, this is not best for me. I'm going to pivot into gaming videos, and I'm going to pivot into self-improvement videos. I actually like to draw. I'm going to continue drawing. You do not know what you like until you've actually started. The difference is, a lot of people never start, and that gets them stuck in a job they don't want to work in, stuck in a job they actually do not mind. When I was working in fast food, the majority of the 30-year-old plus employees didn't mind the job. it was actually okay. You know, the pay's okay. It's very comfortable. They have other back safe places where they have family taking care of them. And that's the biggest problem. They didn't want it enough. And because they didn't want it enough, they took a passive route. They did not respect time. They thought they had all the opportunity.
Okay, but sometimes that is enough for people. Like, say they love cooking, and say, for example, say I work fast food and I'm 40 years old, and people are looking at me like, you know, why are you working there? Like, why are you working at Five Guys? Why do you enjoy working at Five Guys? And you're 40 years old, like, you don't want more for your life, like, you know. But to me, I'm working at Five Guys because ever since I was a kid, I loved making burgers. That's something that me and my grandma, my mom, my family did as a tradition. And as they went on in life, that's something that I just loved doing. So I translate my love for fast food into, or making burgers at a burger place. Like, sometimes that is enough for people. If you can put food on the table, if your family is happy, it's not about money. It's about the family orientation of, if that, like, you guys get what I'm saying? Like, sometimes it's just not about money. It's about the experience that you have. That's what makes you rich in life. There's different people have different perspectives on rich and wealthy and just things like that.
In the world, and
sometimes
then
it is
things
enough.
slowly started to slip out of their hands. They started to get trapped in this hole they allowed themselves to stand in.
I'm sorry, but like I said, back to the burger thing. This is my last time talking about it, but him doing that is his passion. Him cooking is his passion, so he's making money while he's doing his passion. There's nothing wrong with that.
It's completely fine to not have big aspirations, but once things are too late, do not blame the world for manipulating you in this position. When there's videos like this, there's information telling you everything you want. The question is, are you willing to wait for it? Are you willing to work for it? It's up to you. It's all dependent on you. No one will change anything.
Facts.
No one will help your life. It is all up to you. Like, subscribe, check out my second channel, check out.
So I'm not gonna lie, some of the stuff he was cooking, I agreed. Some of the stuff I didn't agree with, but do I think addiction creates success? No, addiction still does not create success. But I hope you guys learned something from this video. Really take down what I said. I think this might have been the most realist video that I ever made. This is some, like, overly speaking some facts. This is some stuff that I would give to any of my friends, the advice that I would give them. So yeah, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.